Hey, it's Tim. Guess what? I got a new pack. I got a Hyperlight Mountain Gear Southwest 2400. Anyway, that was kind of a lot of work and a lot of study and research and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I want to show it to you and kind of take you through the steps of how I picked this pack because it was definitely not on my list of things to pick. Anyway, let's go take a look at it. Isn't it a beautiful day? There's like some clouds and a little bit of sun over there, and it's about 55 degrees here in Southern California, which is crazy. It's freezing. We're freezing here. But let's go take a look at this pack. I'm kind of excited. It's white, and I never had a white pack. So let's go look. Okay, so I set out to find a new pack. I was using, well, I've used several, but I want to start talking about my favorite pack that I've ever had, and that's my Zimmerbilt Big Step right here. I like this backpack for its simplicity. I love just being able to shove everything inside. It's very simple. It's just a big bag. It has very minimal hip belts. It's just a strap. No hip belt pockets. But what I really like about this pack is the giant mesh pocket on the front. It's huge. It's big. It's meshy. It's got drawstrings on the top. It's got drawstrings on the side so you can cinch your water bottle. See, you can pull the thingy and cinch your water bottle in there. It's really light. It only weighs 1 pound. And it actually weighs less than a pound, but because I have water bottle holders on here, it takes it over a pound. This one is fully customizable. I put the haul loop on the top. It's got the elastic shock cord on the back so you can strap something on there. I'm bragging on this pack. I like it. The only thing that I did not like about this pack is, well, first of all, it's a 40-liter pack. It's right at 39 liters. It's a 2400. If they're saying 2400 cubic inches and they're saying liters and you're trying to compare, go onto Google, type in cubic inches to liters, and a quick little calculator will show up and you can just figure out the numbers there and maybe write them down to cross-reference. All right, so my only gripe about this backpack was that once you get it over like 20 pounds, like when you're on a long, I hiked parts of the Colorado Trail, and the longest part I did was like 109 miles, so I had a lot of food and water in here, and this thing was heavy, and it was a little too heavier than for comfort, and it started to pull on my shoulders, and I was really sore in the upper shoulder area, so it was all right. But I felt like I wanted something that could carry the weight a little bit better, so, and also felt like I wanted to downsize my pack a little bit, so I picked out I went way down in size. I went to the Gossamer Gear Kumo, and I carried that for a little bit on the Arizona Trail. It was good. It was comfortable. I liked it, but it really wasn't big enough for all my gear. I know what my gear setup is now, and it looks kind of like this. This is my gear that I could take on pretty much any backpacking trip unless I was going into the deep, deep winter, which I've never done, and I probably won't. But this is what I would take on a normal backpacking trip. It's not a whole lot of stuff. It fit in the Kumo, but barely. It was bold. The Kumo was bulging. It looked like the seams were going to bust because there was so much stuff in it. The 40, my 40 Zimmerbilt was just the right size, but it couldn't handle the weight. So, am I talking too much? I think I'm talking too much. So I went shopping, did a whole bunch of research, and one of the things I discovered too when you're looking at packs is I don't know necessarily if they use the exact same measuring methods to calculate the volume of their packs. Some of the manufacturers will list their pack. For example, the Kumo is called the Kumo 36 liters, but the main compartment is only 28 liters. So you have to read carefully. My Hyperlight Mountain Gear that I just got, that I'm showing you right now, is listed as at 2400 cubic inches, which is exactly the same as my Zimmerbilt, and that's in the main body. So you really have to read the print, the small print on those things. And if you are buying online and you can't actually go in and hold it up and see it and talk to it and play with it, and you know, the ultimate test in choosing a new backpack and trying to understand the sizes, you've got to be able to get inside of it and see if it's the right size for you. Physically looking at it, like sticking your head inside to make sure that it's got enough room for all your stuff. And so, because this pack is available at REI, I was able to do that. Let me just tell you why I'm so thrilled about this backpack. First of all, actually, let me start with something else. I digress. Let me digress a second and say this pack is way expensive. I can't believe how much it costs. It was like 360 bucks, and if you want the black one, it's like 380 bucks. I might be off by a couple dollars, but that's pretty much what it is, and that's expensive. My Zimmerbilt was 220 bucks when I bought it. This one, expensive, but guess what? I sold a bunch of used gear on geartrader.com and got almost $200. Then I had, oh, and then REI had their 20% off sale. So I got 20% off, plus I had almost $200, and then I had some birthday money and a gift card. So I really, kinda, didn't really pay anything for it, which is cool. So I was excited to get it. But here we go. Today we're gonna do about an 8-mile hike. We're gonna go up to the top of that mountain over there that you can't see because the camera's pointing right here at me. Oh, I rhymed. Did you hear that? That was great. Okay, what I wanted to do is hurry up because I'm taking too long. A couple of things I liked about this pack over my Zimmer. It's almost exactly the same pack, at least main body wise. Likes. It has a frame. It has two aluminum bars in here, vertical aluminum bars to give it a little bit of stiffness, rigidity, and to put that weight onto your hips. The hip belts are a little bit bigger, and there's hip belt pockets. When I used the Zimmer belt, I carried a fanny pack, and I didn't really like it bouncing around there and stuff. It was very uncomfortable for me. So I'm excited that it has hip belt pockets that are big enough for my phone and for snacks and things like that, that I would normally put in my fanny pack. Now it does have a big pocket on the front, but it's not near as big as I would like, but I'm used to. The Kumo had a little tiny front pocket. It was tiny. It was very stretchy, but it was very tiny. My Zimmer belt's pocket's really tall. It goes up really high, and it's mesh. Now, Hyperlight makes one with a mesh. It's called the Junction, but it wasn't available at REI's. But I would only say that the side pockets are a little small, and this front pocket's a little small. But you know what? That's okay. That's all right. It has an ice axe hanger loop on the front right here. It's got the Y strap that goes over the top. We're gonna load it up here and I'll show you all that stuff in just a second. So yeah, actually let's do that right now. We're gonna load it up. In the very bottom, I put my sleeping bag. This is my quilt. That is a UGQ Bandit 20-degree quilt. This is my shelter. It's a tarp. This is my sleeping pad. That shoved down in there. Woo. Makes a nice flat bed in there, horizontally, so things are going to stack up. My jacket. That's an Alp kit. It's European. My Tyvek ground cloth. Woo woo woo. Food bag. Ooh, this thing's getting full already. Here's an electronics bag. Ziploc, rain pants, oops, these are supposed to be in my sleeping bag. Those are just going to go right there for now, for the purposes of this video. My rain jacket right on top, just in case I need to put that on in a pinch. Oh, tent stakes right here. Okay, everything that's inside is inside. It has Velcro on the top. My Zimmer belt has snaps, but this has Velcro. So we're gonna Velcro that. Whoop. Okay. Then we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll it down. Roly-poly-oly. Now, this thing has a strap on the side so you can strap it this way. Like so. Like these. And you can cinch it down like that. And then it has this Y strap that goes over the top. Why? I don't know. And then you can stick, like, you know, whatever on the top. A jacket. Can you see me? Yeah, you can see me. A jacket. Whatever. And cinches down on the top. I like it. I like it. Now the other option is, you can do this too. I actually like this too. Because it has alternating buckles. The buckles, male and female, on each side, you can snap it like that. And then put this on top. Then, the Y strap. Hey, I undid it wrong. Sorry. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. Then you can put your Y strap on. Look at that. Okay. That works too. The only thing then, if you do that, is you have these buckles kind of just chilling right here, the ones that you were going to use for the side cinch. And you know what you can do? you can hook them around the front like this if you want to. That works too. Now, let's take some water. I've got a couple of smart water bottles here. Ooh, but because I cinched this thing around here, I can't get my water bottle in. So we gotta loosen that up. Stick your water bottle in. Okay, then we got the front pocket where I put my water filter in a bag. The C-Knock bag. My poop kit goes in the front. A buff and a bandana goes in the front. Headlamp goes in the front. Okay, and then I have this tripod for my camera. Little mini. I like this one. I got this on Amazon, I think, because it's got flexible legs and you can wrap it around a tree or a post or whatever. You can wrap it around stuff and still get shots without a full-size tripod. That fits in here too. Right here. Now, like I was saying earlier, I think this front pocket is a little small, but everything's in there. Now I would put some snacks in there probably, but in the side, you can see already, I haven't hiked with this thing yet, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen here, but you can see that this is a 1 liter smart model bottle. Yeah, 1 liter smart model. 1 liter smart water, 1 liter smart water bottle, right? And it's probably gonna fall out if you bend over. Oh wait, you know what? I take that back. I'm learning stuff. Because there's these side compression straps right here, if they're tight, you can't get anything in and out of there. So you gotta kind of leave those loose. There it goes. It fits down in there. This one came loose. I'll fix that later. No, I'll fix it right now. All right, there it is. It's packed up. Hold on, I'll get my phone and put it in the side. You guys wait right there. This is a Galaxy S21 Plus, and it fits in there just fine. And I can still get some snacks, a bar or something in there later. Well, there it is, it's packed. Let's weigh it. 21 pounds. So today I'm gonna go, did I say everything I wanted to say? I don't know, I think so. We're gonna hike up to the top of this mountain. It's about an 8-mile hike. Well, we'll see you out there and we'll talk about how it handles. All right, see you later. You know, as I was shopping for packs, I really wanted to buy something from a local company that's like a garage company that somebody actually made this backpack. And I thought that Hyperlight mountain gear was like a garage company, like a team of people, whatever, makes it in the garage or in a factory or something here in the States. And wow, I opened up the pack and it says made in Mexico. I was like, hey, but you know what? Mexico is literally right down the street from where I live, so close enough, right? I guess, I don't know. Anyway, first impressions, I walked about a mile now, and the Kumo, just trying to compare things, the Kumo, because it was so stuffed with stuff, it was bursting at the seams, kind of turned into a barrel. It was kind of rounded, and so when it was sitting on your back, it didn't feel very big. It felt small. It was small, but it felt smaller because it was round. It was rounded and there was nothing in the back to hold it flat. But this, you know, just in the first mile, this has those two frame stays in there that gives it almost feels a little bit bigger. You know, kind of a big flat thing on your back, which I'm not really used to. But it carries good so far. So far so good. Still breaking it in. Let's see how it goes. We're gonna go up that big giant hill over there that you may or may not be able to see. Kinda. Over there. Right there. We're gonna go up that and around the other side. And then down another canyon and up a giant mountain. And it's warming up, so here pretty soon I'm gonna be taking off this long sleever shirt as I go up this hill over here. And then we'll pack it. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it fits.
One thing I just did figure it out, there's a loop right here on the front, or just the back. I guess it's the front. There's a loop right there, and so I took the straps that would normally cinch the top down in these corners to cinch down here, and I ran them through that loop, kind of cinched them down. It's kind of like a compression, if you wanted to, like a compression strap. I've walked about 2.5 miles, and a steep 2.5 miles, but this trail is kind of nice because you walk on a road, like a dirt road for a couple, like maybe a mile, not even a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile, and then you start climbing. So you get a little warm up, and then you start climbing steep. And I just had a nice break and enjoyed this beautiful view from where I was sitting. It was really nice. The pack is settling in pretty good. I'm getting used to it pretty quick. Now I've got a lot of downhill to do, so we're going to do some downhill, and then we're going to climb up to the top of the bigger peak, and we'll look at the views from up there, and I'll tell you how the pack's doing. It's good. It feels good. So I shoved a bunch of stuff in my food bag just to fill it out because I didn't have that much stuff. And look what I have. Biscuits and gravy, Mountain House. Buttermilk biscuits with gravy and pork patty crumbles. I don't know if I would eat that. But now, as I head back, I take another mile to walk. So now as I head back to the vehicle, couple thoughts real quick. The water bottle pockets, I was kind of complaining about them at the beginning, but sure enough, no matter how hard I try, I can't reach my water bottle in there. I can put my fingers on it. I might be able to pull it. I can't pull it out. I might be able to pull it out, but even though any amount of stretching wasn't going to do it. Tried that, but simply just couldn't do it. So I do miss my shoulder strap pockets that usually go in here for my water bottle. I'm just going to take them off the other pack and put them on here. Oh yeah, and the trekking poles. My trekking poles fit nicely in the side pockets, and I did find, I was afraid they were going to fall out, but there's a compression strap on the side that you can wrap around your pole and cinch it down, and that'll hold it in. That's what I'm doing right now, walking without my trekking poles. So they do fit in there pretty good. And what a great way to test out a new pack. A nice little over, it was like 8.7 miles today. Well, it will be. I'm almost there. I'm almost back, but about 8.7 miles. What a great way to test out a new pack. But anyway, that's it for my review here of the, what's it called? Oh, the Hyperlight Mountain Gear Southwest 2400. That's it. We're done. It's over. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.